All right. Good afternoon, Carrie. How are you today?
I am doing wonderful, and how are you?
I am doing good. So I am so excited to record with you today. You have recently relocated over to the St. Pete area about a year ago now. You've still been commuting back to Volusia County for your current HR manager role, which now at this stage in your careers doesn't quite make sense. So we need to get you something more local to the Tampa St. Pete area. But why don't you start by telling us what a typical day looks like currently in your role working as the HR manager for Canton Hosey?
Absolutely. I start work between 8 and 8:30. I check in, I prioritize, go through all of the things that, whether it's email or specific daily tasks, also whatever I have going on that week. And then I get the ball rolling. Because I am remote, a lot of our employees are on a hybrid. So they're working from home or working in the office. I like to check in. We do that during Teams. I do a weekly check in, just how's everybody doing? What's it look like this week? Anything you're stressed out about? So I take a little bit of time just to get the pulse on our team members. And then we kind of
Fantastic.
get rolling with the week. And then during the day, I have certain tasks that I regularly work on, and then anything that should come up, whether they're personnel issues, whether there's an issue with a client, whether we have honestly some tech issues. I handle any kind of those issues that pop up during the day. I do that either phone or Teams. Sometimes we need to share screens. So I'm very comfortable doing that. So
Great.
typically it's an assortment of things during the day.
Fantastic. Now, in this role, because you wear a lot of different hats in this seat due to the size of the company. So I know you're also in charge of the hiring, the interviewing, the screening, onboarding, offboarding. Tell me a little bit about the industry of this client or the company that you work for and what types of positions that you're typically doing these recruitment style activities for.
I actually do. I create, what I've done is I've created a application process or an interview process for each position. So I have one already made for everybody in our company, and that goes from reception to assistant to an account manager, then into a sales role, and then into some admin roles. So I've taken the time to set all of that up. We use a specific platform where I can keep all of those job positions done and made. Then once we have them, I post them. Then I start going through every applicant that applies. I review it. We take a look at it. What stands out to me? I will go ahead and send that to admin. If they give me a thumbs up to start a connection process, then I do that. And we
Great.
start connecting and setting up, whether it's assessment tests or telling me about their story. I'll do the initial interview with
Great.
the new applicant, and then we kind of pass them along, and I'm involved in the interview process as well as onboarding and training.
Great. Now, something I know just when we were talking off camera, what kind of drove you to get into HR was your background and experience working in the school system and a lot of because you were the principal, correct?
Mhm.
Right. So you did a lot of the processes from writing manuals to putting procedures in place. Tell us a little bit about that background and experience and how it kind of led you to your HR career.
Absolutely. I will say I feel like I'm a teacher by heart. Once a teacher, I feel like always a teacher. And then I did move into the admin for a private school. And with that came the hiring. And that was the hiring, the interviewing, the training, assimilating them into the culture, and then taking care of my employees. That really became a passion of mine because I was a teacher at the school that I became an admin at. It was really important to me that my teachers felt healthy in their environment. So employee health became really big deal for me. I wanted to get the pulse. I wanted to help them solve problems. Happy employees make for a happy person, a happy experience. And overall, whether it's a school or a company, it helps the general health of everyone. So I did spend a lot of time with team building things. And then when there were issues, we helped resolve them. I worked with them. I worked with them and their students and with parents, with them and their coworkers. And then unfortunately, there were times where we would have to take that process to letting somebody go. I was involved through all of that, very used to documenting all of that. But
Yeah.
that's where I really got like that's really where I learned most of my HR was really through that private school experience.
That's fantastic. What would you say is one of the biggest struggles of working in HR?
People think an HR rep is Toby from The Office. And so it's like, I want to just be like, I'm not Toby. You don't need to hate me. I'm not here to walk around enforcing rules that nobody wants to to abide by. And if you're in a healthy work atmosphere, which I do feel like I'm in right now, nobody has that attitude with me, which is great. So sometimes I think people can be like, oh, well, don't let HR know, or you don't want to get HR involved, or your HR reps here, everybody stop talking. I really made sure that in the company that I'm at, that's not the feel. And if anything, I'm like, hey, HR is here. We're here to listen to you. I'm here to, be an advocate for you, but also advocate for your admin. So they're really that in between. And I don't ever want people to feel like HR gets to pick a side. So HR's only admin or HR's only employee. To me, they're more of a mediator to make sure that things keep communicating well and healthy and on a really, good terms and in a good culture.
Fantastic. All right. And this is my last question, but it's always my favorite. What is the most important thing to you at this stage in your career about the next company that you work for?
I want to love what I'm doing for them. I want to believe in it. So I'm an idealist. I would love to work for a company that is doing something that I am really excited and passionate about, even if I'm not the person who's maybe the forerunner of what the company is doing, because I might be on the HR side. When I worked for a school, I believed in the school. I believe in education. I love being with children. It's different than going to a job to say, hey, yes, I'm on HR. It's for something that I'm like, we all need it, but I don't have particular passion for that. I'd love to be passionate about the next place that I work and be like, I am supporting, not that I wouldn't support, but I'm all about their vision. And I'm excited that I'm a part of this team because this company is doing something great.
Fantastic. Carrie, I'm going to stop the recording and chat with you a little bit more if that sounds good.
Sounds great. Thank you.